Save these 6 ways to reuse torn rubber gloves. Have you ever tried them? Rubber gloves are surely in every household, usually used for washing dishes, doing laundry, or cleaning. But after a period of time, just a small tear, and most of us will conveniently throw them away, thinking that they can no longer be used. Actually, doing that is very wasteful, because those gloves already broken still hide many surprising uses in daily life. If you know how to reuse them, they not only help save money, but also bring convenience that will make the whole family surprised. In today's video, Tracy will share with you very clever tips with old rubber gloves. Simple, easy to do, but effective to the point that you will feel regret if you ever throw them away. Tip 1. Make a patch to remove lint and paper scraps. Winter clothing, especially sweaters or padded jackets, often gets covered with lint or small paper scraps when you accidentally leave tissue in a pocket while doing laundry. Brushing them off by hand never works completely, and washing again takes time and effort. Instead of getting frustrated, you can reuse an old pair of rubber gloves to handle this problem quickly. First, take the worn glove and cut out the palm area, the part with the raised rubber patterns. Cut it into either a rectangle or a square. Then, prepare a sponge or dishwashing pad and use glue to firmly attach the piece of rubber onto one side of the sponge. And just like that, you have a simple yet very effective cleaning tool. When you need to use it, simply rub the pad gently over the surface of your clothes. The raised rubber patterns, with their natural roughness, will create friction and pull lint and paper scraps away from the fabric. Just a few strokes in the same direction, and your clothes will be spotless again, free of messy fuzz that ruins their appearance. The principle is very simple. Rubber has a natural stickiness, and the textured palm patterns on the glove add extra grip, helping to pull lint away from fabric fibers without damaging the material. This is such a clever way to repurpose torn gloves, turning what would have been trash into a practical tool right at home. Tip 2. Make a bottle cap. In the kitchen, surely everyone has encountered the situation of opening a bottle of soda, beer, or wine, but not finishing it at once, or accidentally losing the bottle cap. If left uncovered, liquid evaporates easily, drinks lose their fizz, and seasonings spoil quickly. Instead of struggling to find a suitable cap, old rubber gloves can be reused to make a very convenient stopper. The method is very simple. Cut each finger of the glove separately. Then wash them clean and let them dry. Each rubber finger now works like a small, flexible cap. When storage is needed, just slip this rubber finger over the mouth of a beer bottle, a soda bottle, or even bottles of fish sauce, cooking oil, or soy sauce that are not yet finished. The elasticity of the rubber fits tightly around the bottle opening, helping to keep air out and preserve drinks and seasonings longer. At the same time, the bottle can be shaken or tilted without fear of spilling. For carbonated drinks, the rubber stopper also holds the gas well and limits foam from escaping. With just a few small steps, glove fingers that seemed ready to be discarded become useful items in the kitchen. This is not only a smart way to reuse, but also helps save money and keep food and drinks fresh. Tip 3. Cover the end of a broom handle. During the use of brooms, mops, or other long-handled tools, the plastic cap at the end of the handle often falls off easily. When that happens, the exposed metal or wood with sharp edges not only feels uncomfortable to hold, but also carries the risk of scratching the skin on the hands. There is no need to buy a new handle, because with just an old rubber glove, this problem can be solved quickly. Simply cut off one finger of the glove and slip it directly over the uncovered end of the broom handle. The soft, flexible rubber will fit snugly over the surface, covering the sharp edge while creating a more comfortable grip. This way, the broom can be used more easily without worrying about pain or scratches on the hands. In addition, rubber has very good friction. When the broom is leaned against the wall, the rubber-covered end of the handle grips firmly, reducing the chance of sliding down to the floor. This helps the broom stand more steadily, avoiding falling over and causing clutter or knocking things around. Safe, convenient, and making use of something that would otherwise be discarded. This is truly a clever little tip for every household. With just one simple glove finger, an old broom handle can be revived, extending the lifespan of cleaning tools in the home. Tip 4. Make an elastic band for garbage bags. One of the small inconveniences in daily life is that garbage bags often slip down to the bottom of the bin when trash is thrown in. Every time this happens, waste sticks to the sides of the bin, which is not only unhygienic, but also requires extra cleaning. Instead of tying the bag tightly with multiple loops of plastic string or buying additional clips, old rubber gloves can be reused to solve this problem. The method is very simple. Cut off the elastic ring right at the opening of the glove. This rubber band naturally has very good elasticity and durability, so it can be reused many times without stretching out or breaking. When lining the garbage bag inside the bin, simply pull this rubber band around the outside to secure the bag opening to the rim of the bin. Thanks to the snug fit and grip of the rubber, the garbage bag will no longer slip down when heavy trash is added. Not only that, attaching and removing it is also very quick. When replacing the bag, just lift off the band and it's done. A small detail, yet it brings noticeable convenience in maintaining cleanliness. With just one elastic ring cut from an old glove, it can be recycled into a useful tool that helps save money and is also environmentally friendly. Tip 5. Prevent slipping for cutting boards and make a handy mat. In the kitchen, a cutting board is a familiar tool, but it also carries hidden risks. Cutting boards often slip on the countertop when chopping vegetables or slicing meat, especially if the surface is wet or slippery. This not only causes inconvenience, but can also easily lead to accidents when using a knife. To fix this, an old rubber glove can be put to good use. Cut the wrist part of the glove into 2 elastic rings. Then slip them onto both ends of the cutting board. Thanks to the grip and natural friction of rubber, the board will stay firmly in place on the counter and no longer move around while cutting. Cooking, therefore, becomes safer and more convenient, especially for older adults or those just learning how to cook. Not only that, the middle part of the glove can also be reused to make non-slip mats. Just cut it into several small square pieces, place them under the bottom of flower pots, vases, or items that easily slip. These small rubber pieces will help secure objects, prevent slipping or falling, while also protecting the surface of the table from being scratched. Especially when watering plants, the rubber layer also limits water from seeping out, keeping the table always clean. From just one old glove, 2 useful non-slip tools can be created, both safe in the kitchen and protective of household items. This is clear proof that clever reuse will bring unexpected benefits. Tip 6. Patch a torn glove. Many times, rubber gloves only tear a small hole, still quite new. but we often throw them away because of the fear that using them will cause water leakage. In fact, they can be completely patched to continue being used, both saving money and reducing waste. The method is very simple. Make use of the leftover rubber part from the damaged glove itself. Fold it and cut it into a small round piece that fits. Next, turn the glove inside out. Then apply an even layer of glue around the piece of rubber. Just cut and press it onto the hole in the glove. Use the hand to press lightly so the surface adheres firmly. Then apply another layer of glue around the outer edge to secure it more tightly. Wait for the glue to dry completely before using. When the glue has dried, the glove is almost restored to its original state. This can be tested by placing a few sheets of paper inside the glove. Then submerging it in water and squeezing hard. When the paper is taken out, if it is still completely dry, it proves that the glove has been successfully patched and no longer leaks. With just a few small steps, a glove that seemed ready to be discarded has been revived and can be used many more times. This is a very useful tip for those who regularly use rubber gloves for washing dishes, doing laundry, or cleaning. So, just from one pair of rubber gloves that seemed to be thrown away, we have turned them into many useful items in daily life. From cloth cleaning pads, bottle stoppers, broom handle covers, elastic bands for garbage bags, non-slip cutting boards, mats for flower pots, to the way of patching torn gloves. These small tips not only help save expenses, reduce waste, but also bring convenience and safety in family life. Broken gloves, therefore, are no longer discarded things, but truly are treasures if cleverly reused. Hopefully, you will try applying immediately to feel the difference. If you find this video useful, do not forget to press like, share with friends to know together, and follow the channel so that Tracy can continue to send you many more clever tips in the next videos.